Hi, I'm Leonardo Drew. We're here in Brooklyn in my studio. Rhythm on work day. Well, first you got to get up. And I think that I'm really good at actually accommodating the needs of all the things that, that we're surrounded by. I mean, it's this constant noise of crying out for attention, so to speak. At the moment, actually, you're looking at the mirror piece behind me, and that has probably been the most aggressive, application of a new material. The fact is that you work with something like mirrors, and it becomes like a disco ball. So you want to figure out how to sort of curtail the effects of that and maximize the absolute, possibilities of that material. And I would say I go through that with almost all my materials. There's always a sense of what this material has to offer. What is the super additive of that material to your vocabulary? Right now, mirrors is, it is such a troublesome material. But at the same time, I think within that, we can actually meet something actually very special. What happens to, suppose, past works, that one, at one point was an important piece, but is now actually a shelf in the studio. I'm looking at what I'm working on now, but this piece, this one, interesting enough, has been around for about 2 years. And, I'm still asking questions and trying to figure out, okay, what does it actually, have to offer, looking at the piece on the floor here, it's still figuring that one out, but it's like a very colorful cityscape, but I think that where this thing will end, I have no idea. Yeah, it's brand spanking new. This one up here, triptych. I mean, at one point it was finished. It's already been out there in the world, but I suspect that actually if I jump right back into it, we'll find out that it probably needs something else. I mean, I think nothing is ever really finished. So the actual architecture for me, through all the works that I've ever created, especially the works that have far more sculptural aspect. When I did the piece in Madison Square Park, it was framed by the Empire State Building and also the Flatiron Building. The very idea that you can have the magnitude and scale of that kind of framing between these two iconic buildings, you now have to actually deal with that as a sculptor. Well, I mean, the idea of actually not signing the work or not allowing the title to sort of guide you into what you should be seeing, I think the viewer should be complicit in finishing the work. And you should have a full-on conversation with the work as you're standing in front of it. It should become a mirror. I will take things and actually turn it upside down in order to find meaning. And the artists that absolutely convey that right now, my former teacher, Jack Whitten, was one. But they're also, when we bounce out from the visual arts and into people like Terrence Malick and some movie directors who also convey a level of weight and gravitas to the visuals. Each of us has a sort of door that we have to sort of go through in order to realize what it is we're after. As an abstractionist and also as a absolute visual artist, I have to sort of be able to take in all of these things. Well, I would say the younger artists that, I think that you need to sort of figure out a way to get lost again. Continue to sort of ask questions, continue to sort of stay curious, move forward aggressively. All the things that I would have probably considered my strengths back in the day, or the very things that I ended up challenging. And here I am, I'm the other side of that now. So my beginnings is one thing, but where I am right now is totally something else.